ADR, Mr. Ricky Wilcox, and Mr. Bruce James. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Badgers of Johnson State College. From Wilmington, Vermont, number 2, Casey Lewis. From Middlebury, Vermont, number 3, Jenna Lewis. From Barry, Vermont, number 10, Sarah Gomez. From Rochester, Vermont, number 11, Stacy Cuddy. And from Washington, Vermont, number 22, Claudette Martineau. The head coach of the Badgers is Mr. Dale Petro. Student assistants, Christine Gilbert and Jocelyn Kirby. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your defending Sunrise Conference champions, the Fighting Saints of CSJ. A senior from Rutland, Vermont, number 21, Vicky Getty. A senior from Albany, New York, number 34, Takara Pleasure. A senior from Iowa, Vermont, number 25, Erica Raish. A junior guard from Plymouth, New Hampshire, number 23, Michelle Thompson. And a senior forward from Schenectady, New York, number 11, Irene Tompkins. The head coach of the Fighting Saints is Mr. Jason Casarino. Assistant coach, Mr. Jeff Casarino. The manager is Alexander DeFabio. President Dr. Franklin Lord.
Look at the starting lineups. Obviously, we're at St. Joseph's College. College of St. Joseph's. We're in Rutland, Vermont. College basketball action. Johnson State, the Badgers in the dark green uniforms, taking on the Fighting Saints. And boy, the Saints have their hands full tonight. Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to re-jump the basketball. Yeah, Johnson State Badgers, part of that NCAA Division III squad. They have the North Atlantic Conference and that conference. Of course, the Saints are NAA. Let's get this underway here. Pleasure with the basketball. And I'll go through the rosters as this game progresses, but this should be a good test for the Fighting Saints. They'll start the Sunrise Conference and the second semester gets underway. This is a doubleheader tonight. We'll have the men's Badgers game, the Saints and the Badgers men's game tonight. That's going to be a miss by Vicky Getty. She was open and left it short. And even though she's not coaching anymore, Barb Bluegee, Rutland High School graduates, on the sideline for Johnson State, where she was an outstanding coach during the Mayflower Conference Day. She was an outstanding player for Rich Alberti down at Rutland High School. And good to see her back in her hometown. It's going to be Badgers with the ball. Shot clock down to 16. They want to work the ball down inside and turn around. And that might have been partially blocked by Getty, and it's going to be touched out of bounds. And it'll be Saints basketball. Thompson will take out of bounds. Martineau last to touch it for Johnson State. This is Munger Vision, PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. Full access, bringing you college basketball all through the cold winter. The gym's nice and warm. There are plenty of seats wide open, and you got to get down here and catch some of this Sunrise Conference basketball. Race will go to Pleasure, and Pleasure wants to work off a screen. And a nice switch off out there by Johnson State. Shot clock starting to wind down. Pleasure will take it in, kick, and double clutch, and it's going to be, should be white basketball, yeah. Went out from the foot of one of the Badgers out of bounds. To retrieve the ball, and Tompkins will take the ball out of play on the baseline. They're going to run that box formation, and of course, Johnson State will go to that zone on the inbounds play, try and protect that little cut inside the lane for the bunny shot. And they did. They forced CSJ to bring the ball back outside and recycle the offense. Raish lines it up and can't knock it down. Long rebound will come back over the top of Raish. That's how high it was. And nice save on this side by Roosin. Yeah, the Roosin from Wilmington, Vermont. Yep. That's quite a name. It's synonymous with basketball, of course. Roosin's at Boston College, Roosin here at Johnson State, and both pretty darn good basketball players. Martineau had that shot definitely blocked by Getty. Pleasure will pick it up. That's 2 blocks by Getty now. Pleasure into the front court, pass into the corner. Raish wants to go down inside. Boy, if they could have got the ball there a little quicker, they would have had Getty just completely alone. That slight hesitation gave Martineau a chance to get back defensively and get in the way. And Lewis had the ball, brought it down, shot from the corner. It's going to be hard off the rim. Rebound will come down to Pleasure. Each team's starting to open it up now. We're just 2 minutes into the contest. We're scoreless. Thompson, you got to watch her on the perimeter. She can nail it from out there. She started the season hot from the outside and has continued to be hot. The nice thing about Thompson is that right there. She can drive, penetrate, and switch the basketball. Thompson's just been awesome this year. Like I said, she started hot. She's still hot. And she's shooting the first points of the night. 2-0, 17:46 ago in the first half of play. You play 2 20-minute halves, and that's why they call them halves. There's 2 of them. And if you're tied at the end of all that, we just keep playing until we have a winner. Oh, they go down inside to Martin. No, she couldn't handle it. Pass had a little English shot. It spun out of her hands, hits the baseline, goes out of bounds. It'll be Saints for the basketball. They're leading by a 2-0 score. Coach Casarino. No, I'm not stuttering. There's Jeff and Jason on the sideline, the Casarino men. Jason, the head coach, Jeff, the assistant coach, and Tahara Pleasure, number 34, with the basketball. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover, and they're going to pick it up, and this should be an uncontested layup, and it will be. That's Jenna Lewis will tie the game up at 2. So Lewis on the left, now pressure after the made basket. And the Saints very good right there, breaking the timeline, even though there is no 10 count. They got on the sideline and the steal the other way, and Johnson State will go to Lewis. Lewis, one of the Badgers to watch out for out there. We'll come back to Roosin, and they fake the 3-ball. They want to get inside, and Pleasure will have none of that. Now they flashed down inside to Martineau, and there's just no passing lane. Vicky Getty had played, well, started from behind and looped around to the front side and took away the passing lane. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and on the penetration, it's stolen away by Tahara Pleasure. Pleasure wants to give the ball back to the middle of the floor, gets it across to Ray. She'll hit the trailer Thompson. She's looking for a 3-ball. No, front rim to rebound. Tompkins got a piece of it, couldn't control it. Martineau's got a lot of contact on the rim. A foul on CSJ. Now it'll be Tompkins with the foul, her first personal, actually the first foul of the game. So we'll have Lewis in the back court along with Cutting. Cutting will bring the ball up. She looks like she'll run the point. So Cutting number 11 out there for Johnson State. The Badgers tied at 2 with the Saints. Like I said, this is going to be a good test of keeping, not just playing a good half or a good half of a half, and a complete ball game tonight is what CSJ needs. And oh, there's a turnover. Getty down inside. She's going to bring it up over the free throw line and then give it off to Pleasure. Pleasure far side of the court will get the ball to Thompson. She wanted to go down in deep. That was covered. Good transitional defense by Johnson State right there. Took away any chance of fast break points. And now Pleasure killed the dribble. Come up to Ray. 16 on the shot clock. And Getty, interesting call. It's going to be off from Martineau out of bounds. So Martineau getting involved in everything out here for Johnson State. Thompson over there in enemy territory right in front of the Badger bench will just bring it into Pleasure. They left her alone, and she got it. 3-pointer for Pleasure. Oh boy, Johnson State's going to learn real fast. You can't just let her have the ball on the perimeter. You got to come out and put a hand in her face. She can shoot from out there, and it makes it 5-2 CSJ. We're at the beautiful athletic complex here at the campus. Like I said, it's Rutland County's college. Get out here and watch some college basketball, men's and women's, doubleheaders the rest of the season. Like I said, at a later date, we'll have the men Johnson State CSJ basketball game, and that's a great job. Tompkins came over to help defense, and that's really what disrupted the play enough to break it up, and it's going to be no pressure in the back court now, and we'll see Thompson and Tahara Pleasure. Thompson brought it in play. Pleasure will bring the ball up. She'll call the play out as she gets to that logo at center court. And again, Channel 15 is located at Building 24 in the House Center. You can go to the website, PEGTV.com. And every Saturday at 4 o'clock, they start games of the week. And there's a basket, a 3-pointer by Thompson. 8-2 CSJ, and there'll be a timeout by Johnson State. And how many times have we seen this season? Well, 3, because that's how many home games I've done. But we have seen CSJ start off with a hot outside shooting like that and only have it get fading in the second half of ball games because those legs get tired in the second half, and that's when they should really establish the inside game and go to Getty and go to Tompkins. But for right now, got to like what you see. That's a couple threes out there. Pleasure with one, and of course, the last one just made by Thompson. I think it's a good timeout, even though we've only played 5 minutes, 15 minutes left in a half. A good timeout by Johnson State. And there's the basketball. And I see no substitutions in the basketball game. No, I do not. So everybody coming out with their original starting 5 both ways. Like I said, good test tonight for the Fighting Saints before they start into their Sunrise Conference portion of their schedule. The Saints come out with a different look, come out with a 2-3 zone here after the timeout. Going to reversing the ball. They're trying to find that opening, that little slice in the paint there to Rusin from the outside. Got it, Rusin for 3. Oh, well, when you say here's the zone, I dare you to make it from the outside. Rusin fired it up and made it 8-5. Raish down inside to Getty and had the ball slapped away, and they say last touch by Getty. Cutting, number 11, was there, and she must have slapped it off from the hands of Vicky Getty. Again, not a bad crowd, but I want to see this place packed. You got to get down. I'll make a deal with the athletic director, Mark Benetatis. And this isn't official yet. If you come to a CSJ game, when you get to the front gate where you get your program and your ticket, if you tell them that you watch CSJ basketball on Channel 15, they'll let you in for half price. That's the deal I'll work with Coach Benetatis. So if you mention you watch Channel 15 and see CSJ basketball, oh, good job, blocking foul called, and Pleasure just took it into her. That's going to be Lewis called for the foul. And that's going to be the second team foul. And we're going to have the 2 freshmen, Stephanie Greeno, 22 for the Fighting Saints, and Kerry Smith, number 32, coming in. These are Fighting Saints changes. They're both freshmen. Raish and Getty will sit down. So Tara Pleasure and the company will get to work, and zone defense being played by Johnson State now. Greeno is a bomber. She can hit from the outside. Pretty good 3-point shooter, actually, so they'll dish it down inside. Thompson up with the left hand. You're gonna count it, Thompson! She did that, set it up, calculated it, took the bump, actually initiated the bump, and tossed it up with the left hand, got it off the glass and in. Oh, I love to watch her play. 10-5 the Saints. Like that, she went down inside, and if I'm guessing, when I stand next to her, we're pretty even in height. She's about 5'9", 5'8", played like a 6-footer down there right there on that particular play, and can't get the 3-pointer. Everything but the free throw. Dolan will chase down a loose ball, and on the far side, Cutting gets into the front court. Rusin on the trail, will give it back. Lewis. Well, she thought about it a few times, wants to drive, got cut off by Thompson, gets to the free throw line to Cutting, comes back to Rusin. They run that motion up top, and there's the cut to Lewis. Yup, they've got to step out on that. That's going to be a foul on Thompson. Yeah, and one thing that Saints cannot have is, well, any team actually, well, if you look at the rosters, how deep some teams are and how small numbers CSJ has, it's that foul trouble you have to worry about. They'll stop the clock with 13:22 to go in a 10-5 game. Saints with lead first half action. And Lewis will switch that, nothing but twine. Cuts the lead to 10-6. This is the women's version, CSJ and Johnson State, and we'll have at a later date on Channel 15 Sports, the men's basketball game between Johnson State and CSJ. She'll get them both. Nice form. Nice form. A lot of rotation on the ball and zip the old net. Pleasure with the basketball. Started off real good tonight. She's looking a lot more confident. And boy, she fooled her teammates. They went to rebound and she dished the ball off. There's a long pass down and Dolan will get it. 10-9, and this is all happening after that timeout. This little run by Johnson State, and that's why it was a good timeout. Get everybody on the same page. Kerry Smith, got it! 2-pointer for Smith. Oh, they gave her way too much time to square, set, fire, and she will do that all night long if you leave her alone out there. Cutting, fake the pass, a little bounce pass now, came back up to the elbow. They'll go down inside, and Dolan to the left hand, turns around, Tompkins, had it, and going to be off from Tompkins. I was waiting for the call, and they're going to say green basketball. And Martin now will come in now, and she'll replace Rusin. So they're going to go a little bit taller inside. 21 is also out there, Hazard, Emily Hazard. And they're going to get together and chat here. There's 14 on the shot clock, and they're going to recycle the shot clock. So they'll get a new 30 seconds on the shot clock. That's what Barb Blue G was talking about over there. And like I said, she's not the coach. But it's once you're a coach, you're always a coach. But all I've heard is her voice on the sideline over there. And that'll make it a 1-point game at 12-11. Saints lead down to just 1 right now. We're early on here, 12-21 to go in the first half. So we haven't played quite 8 minutes of basketball. shooting percentage, States shot the ball very well. Boy, that was a high arcing shot right there. Here comes Cutting, crosses the timeline, Cutting to the arc, Cutting to the free throw line, and boy, she might have had a better shot at just taking it to the hole. She tried to dish it off up top and had the ball knocked away. I think it was Martineau who was the intended target, and Pleasure to Smith, looking for a 2-for-2 trip, no good, and the rebound will come down. It'll be all Cutting on the boards, and Cutting will get the blocking foul. Yeah, Smith leaned her way into it, and that's going to be a foul, and that'll stop the clock with 11:50 to go. Beth Lillygreen, number 4, coming in for Johnson State. That's a Lillygreen who's going to replace Dolan. And Vicky Getty coming back in for CSJ, and Lori Landsberg coming in number 3 for CSJ. So Landsberg and Getty out there. Getting Coach Casarino in his first year at CSJ. Doing a good job. He's got a good veteran squad. For him to get broken into first year coaching year and to have such a veteran squad returning players, I would think, speculating, I haven't asked him this yet, that must have made his transition a little easier to have a cohesive group out there who was very familiar with each other. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and boy, they're trying to spin it down inside to Martin now, and she turned and fired, never did hit the rim. So Greeno will get it, and Stephanie Greeno head up all the way down the floor, gets the pass off to Thompson. Thompson slides along the baseline, got sealed off on a double team defensively. And Greeno wants to dump it across, and she'll get it to Landsberg, and now she wants to go down inside to Getty. Pass is too high. Vicky's tall, just not that tall. Long outlet pass on the rim, no good. There's the putback, got it. Lillygreen will get it, and that'll be the first lead of the night for Johnson State at 13-12. They put together a nice run since the timeout was taken. That's Lewis there defensively working against Carrie Smith. And Smith got it below the free throw line, brought it back to Thompson. 10:42 to go in the first half of play. And CSJ wants a timeout with 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. 30-second timeout called, and yep, they really weren't having a direction on offense. And I think that could be what they're discussing right now. But I'll tell you right now, Lori Landsberg for CSJ wears number 3. Linda Clements is out in uniform tonight. I saw her warming up and stuff. And remember, she had the knee surgery, and she wears 5. Irene Tompkins is 11. Vicky Getty is 21. Stephanie Greeno is 22. Michelle Thompson wears 23. Erica Race 25. Carrie Smith 32. And Tahara Pleasure is number 34. This was a CSJ timeout. And you can tell the holidays are here. Coach Casarino wearing a holiday tie. Kind of looking like the Grinch right now, though. He didn't like that run put together by Johnson State. And Greeno, 22, taking the ball out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Come out to Carrie Smith. And boy, I tell you what, Lewis coming way out on that. And it looks like the guy might have gone man-to-man. Landsberg passed up the shot, gives it to Thompson. She won't pass it up. She'll swish it for her second 3 of the night. And that'll give CSJ, the Fighting Saints in the white uniforms, back to lead at 15-13. Now, we'll have the White Birch Realty Sports Beat Player of the Game, and that's going to be blocked by Smith and out of bounds. Oh, they're going to have a push call on Greeno. Oh.
Also, number 22 is Stephanie Greeno.
That'll be Stephanie Greeno's first foul. And the team's 4th, 15-13. Saints with the lead. Johnson State with the basketball. I started to say, Mark Benetatis of White Birch Realty donated T-shirts that say CSJ Player of the Game, and then select a Player of the Game at the end of each contest. And Michelle Thompson and Carrie Smith so far in the 2 home games have been broadcast by Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15. They have been the recipients of those T-shirts, and we'll have another one tonight. And it's going to be Thompson between circles, finds Getty. Getty up top on the elbow will go back to Landsberg. Landsberg, a senior, will make the catch, and she'll look between circles. Now she'll Smith can't get the shot off, and we've got a mismatch down low. Getty turns, left it on the front of the rim. Vicky right now trying to find her range. She's missed a couple inside that she usually buries. Up ahead to Martineau. We're tied at 15. Nice job by Johnson State of running the floor right there and pushing the tempo and getting CSJ's defense not a chance to get in position. Pleasure, Tompkins, and Raish all at the scores table getting set to check back in for Coach Casarino. Saints with the ball and 9:20 to go in the first half. Been a very fluid first half of play. Boy, Thompson doesn't want to get that 5 count. She's doing a lot of robotic dancing there. There's a drive by Greeno, left hand, forced it up. Might have been looking for the whistle off the front of the rim, no good. And now the ball be handed back to Lewis. Lewis, number 3, is doing a good job of running the point right now. And oh, she gets it. Oh, what a block by Thompson. Oh, get out of my house, she said as she wound up and tomahawked it. And again, they can play like a 6'6" player. Because she's got a lot of intensity. Really enjoy watching her play. And only a junior, so they'll have to put up with her again next year in the conference. Thompson came out and still on an overcrowd. They're going to push the ball down inside the Dolan, bring it back out, and we got a travel call on Driscoll. Maureen Driscoll, number 5 in the basketball game for Johnson State. State stuck in there, and she traveled, shuffled the feet, getting set for a shot. And with 8:51 to go in a 15-all ball game in the first half of play, Raish with the basketball. Raish trying to work off the screen. Well, you can see him jump out on her, and Dolan came out and took the shot away. Oh, inside to Tompkins and got it. Somebody came out to double, and that just left Tompkins completely alone. I thought she was going to wind up and dunk it, but she elected just to lay it up and in. 17-15, CSJ takes back the lead. It's gone back and forth. It's, again, going to be a fun game tonight. Lewis looks for Dolan. Dolan with Tompkins on her. They pass it down inside. Getty there defensively, seal it off. Tompkins with a steal on the reach gives the ball back to Thompson. She'll go up left hand and gets it. Oh, she's wonderful left or right-handed. That's another thing. She can play with either hand, Thompson can. And a very unselfish play there by Tompkins. And so Lewis will penetrate drive, and boy, I think they're going to get Tompkins for foul number 2 with a block. Yeah, blocking foul and 2 shots coming up. So Jenna Lewis. Yeah, coming in there with a 19-15 basketball game and 7:54 to go in the first half, and see how long they want to go with Tompkins with the 2 fouls. Now Smith coming in for Thompson. So Thompson will leave. And Carrie Smith back in the basketball game for CSJ. Again, the website for PEGTV is PEGTV.com. You got to do all that W stuff in the front. So www.pegtv.com, and we'll go 19-17 now. Saints lead down to 2, and Tahara Pleasure with the basketball. She's already nailed 1 3-pointer tonight. Smith open, Smith fires, Smith can't get the bounce to go her way. And boy, what a job of boxing out by Johnson State. And then Smith got there, did a good job of stopping the forward progress of the basketball, and that was going to be dumped down to the free throw line. Driscoll got sealed off by Getty. Oh, Getty overcommitted, and the basket. Yeah, she stepped out too far, and she knew it. She revealed and opened the lane to the hoop. And Driscoll will nail it. And we are tied at 19. Pleasure for 3. No, front rim ball comes down again. Nothing but green jerseys on the boards right there. The ball hit the floor, and it's just surrounded by green everywhere. And there's going to be Smith picking up another blocking foul. Yeah, and that's the old, oh, how many times have you heard coaches say it? You got to move your feet defensively. And she kind of got caught flat-footed. Greeno now will get set to come in, and they're going to allow her to come in. That's 2 fouls on Smith. Smith will sit down with the 2 fouls, and they'll switch freshman for freshman now. It's Stephanie Greeno, graduate of Honor Valley in the basketball game. Again, it's been very good. You know, it's an average CSJ crowd. It's very vocal, but I'd like to see this gym filled up. Like I said, I'll get a hold of the athletic director, Coach Benetatis, and see if we can swing some kind of deal here for people. Get this gym packed. Once you get here and see a game live, you'll be hooked. Pleasure open, Pleasure can't get the roll. Tompkins tipped it, Pleasure back up. Pleasure will not get it the second time. Pleasure fouled. Oh, people crashing. Oh, that hurt, that hurt, that hurt. It was Driscoll who couldn't get her hands down to protect herself, to catch herself, and she's going to have some nasty bruises on her knees and elbows. So Pleasure at the line. I'll tell you, that was good work, that trip down, even though Pleasure didn't get a bucket from the field. She worked hard.
Checking back in for the back is number 11, Stacy Cutting.
So Lewis is going to sit down for Johnson State. Cutting comes in number 11 for Johnson State, and I didn't catch up to you that. Oh, you know why I didn't tell you who 15 was for Johnson State? I don't have a 15. Well, Getty got there, kept it alive. Getty kept it alive. Getty will kick it out. Just want to get the 3-second call, and it's going to become a turnover. They're going to come over now, cutting with the basketball. Got it back from Rusin, I believe. Yeah, it's Rusin out there. Dolan down inside, turns, fires. Driscoll missed it. Rebound, Stephanie Greeno. She's going to bring it up herself. Will work herself to the outside lane, get open, get to the front court. And boy, a lot of body and hand check, and finally a call. I didn't know how much more they were going to let go over there. Holy crap.
Ball whistled on number 2, Casey Rusin.
And it's going to be a non-shooting foul. Nobody in the bonus situation yet. That's only the 4th team foul. 2nd foul on Rusin. Oh no, if the ref's going to let you get away playing physical like that, I'd tell my player keep bumping too. Tompkins, got it, count it, foul, going for the and one.
Ball whistled on Sarah Dolan. The basket by Irene.
Yeah, so Tompkins, like I said, Tompkins should be a candidate for player of the conference, player of the year in the Sunrise Conference. So just a phenomenally good player. And so Rusin will come out of the ball game, and Martineau coming back in, number 22. Tompkins can't get the free throw. Tompkins missed the free throw, and who got the rebound? Tompkins. And then, trapped in the corner and called timeout. I mean, just such a smart player. Well, it's 22-19 Saints with the lead, and it's going to be a full timeout taken. I'll get to tell you a couple things going on. I mean, CSJ basketball and PEGTV, it's a nice fit. It's a good way to spend these winter days, these cold winter days when you're done shoveling, going to watch some local hoop, college basketball right here in your own backyard. But also Munger Vision bringing you MSJ boys and girls basketball. Just finished the MSJ boys tip-off basketball tournament. Congratulations to the Otter Valley boys program, coached by Bob Walsh. They won the championship with a victory over Fairhaven. So, I mean, right there, Tom, Fairhaven, MSJ, and Otter Valley, all within 15-20 minutes of each other. Good basketball at the high school level to get out and watch right there. And also, if you want to take a little ride in the country, about a 7-minute ride from the southern edge of Rutland City, you can head down to Mill River Union High School. They're going to have a good boys and girls basketball program down there to go watch. So always something going on in the area. And if you can't make it to the game live, which I really prefer, then turn it on TV and watch, even if you got to listen to me, or you can mute the sound out, but watch high school and college basketball brought to you by Munger Vision on PEGTV. And get out there in the gym. Gyms are always warm for basketball, really. You won't be cold. What's that how's that song go? Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the gym inside is so delightful, and that's really true. So Greeno will take the basketball out of bounds, and there's 26 on the shot clock, and she'll get it into Pleasure, and Pleasure, little up fake, brings the ball all the way back. Cutting follows her all the way out. Tell you, that's a long way to pursue with the dribble still alive. Tompkins with the basketball will go back. Pleasure and Tompkins playing a little toss and catch, and that's going to be Greeno up and jump ball. Okay, no home cooking tonight so far for the Saints. Arrow favors Johnson State. And Cutting takes a look to the bench, gets the play call, and gets set to set this up and run through the formation. Pleasure moved her feet and catch, fire, swish! Martineau will get it. Makes it a 1-point game at 22-21. This is going to be Tompkins up high right now. And Hazard at the scores table, 21 for Johnson State. Race on the baseline cut, came off the screen clean. Nobody communicated. And she was able to just turn around and kiss it in with the left hand. 24-21, CSJ back over Johnson State. And Thompson, 23, getting set to check back in the basketball game for the Fighting Saints. See Driscoll look inside, wasn't there, came to Cutting, and she'll bring it back up top, and that's going to be a defensive kick. Now, this is a lot different than high school ball. High school ball, a kicked ball defensively favors the defense because they have to get the ball back into play. The offense does not get the 5 count, not get intercepted. But in college, it resets the shot clock, which is a big plus for the offense. It really has a lot of meaning to it. Oh, nice screen, and then the roll by Martineau. And they didn't get her the basketball, and I think it would have been there. The ball on the floor, up, and it's in. Oh, what hustle. What hustle. Hazard did it for Johnson State, number 21. 24-23 right now, Saints by 1. It's gone back and forth. Thompson thought about it, brought it back to Pleasure. She'll give it to Getty. She mishandled the ball. Turns up to a long outlet pass to Hazard. Puts the brakes on it. I think Pleasure not only, did she? It's going to be, Tahara Pleasure, play of the game right there. She turned around, saved the ball, and then threw it off from the foot of the Johnson State player, so the possession will go to CSJ. Raish just too open. Got it. You cannot leave Erica Raish alone like that. Should do that 9 out of 10 times. So far, the defense had overloaded to the far side. There wasn't a green jersey on this side right here. And Saints, I believe, with 5 threes down in the first half of play. 27-23 CSJ with 3:58 to go in the half. Up by 4 points. We'll have the White Birch Realty Sports Beat player of the basketball game. Tompkins just ate it up. She looked like the Cookie Monster. Up ahead to Pleasure, to the hole, and fouled hard. Foul's going to be on Cutting, and Pleasure. She'll be okay. She'll get up and shrug it off. She is one tough player.
Fouls on number 11, Stacy Cutting.
Yeah, Cutting will get the foul called, and should be 2 shots. Yeah, 2 shots for Tahara Pleasure. Now she'll gather herself after that spill and get set here. And all this going on with 3:45 to go in the first half. And I tell you, if there's one area the Saints have been vulnerable in all season, and especially right here in this first half, it's been being consistent from the free throw line. Tahara Pleasure trying to salvage 1 and 2 here for the Fighting Saints. And she will. She'll get that one to cooperate with her. And Dolan takes it out, brings it into Lewis. Lewis quickly into the front court. No pressure being shown for this first half of basketball by CSJ. Raish will come out now and take over that position defensively. Getty on Martineau. They'll go over, and this is going to be Cutting. She looked, nowhere to get the shot off. And again, Martineau caught the ball too far inside. She missed the shot, but again, she caught it on the blocks in a sweet spot. And here comes Pleasure. 3:23 to go, and Pleasure gets along that sideline in a trap. Goes over the top of it, comes to Thompson. Thompson, no. A rare miss by Thompson. Tell you what, she had it on line, or she had the right distance and everything. She just was a little to the left. I'm not trying to cut her some slack, but it'd be awful hard not to green light her. That ball recovered nicely by Lewis. Circles around Raish, gets to the free throw line, fades away. No. Awkward shot. Still was plenty of time on the shot clock. And Dolan falls down. That's a couple players that have just fallen for no reason out there. I walked the court a couple times, and it was the good. Raish, no. Tompkins on the floor. No, 2 shots. Tompkins came out of absolutely nowhere. Got the rebound away from 2 Johnson State players. And now she's going to get 2 free throws for that hard work. So Irene Tompkins. And Lily Green coming back, and Beth Lily Green coming in number 4 for Johnson State. And that foul was called on Dolan, her second. Roos in number 2 also coming in, and she's going to replace. Yeah, I have to get 21's name because I do not have 21 on my roster. Yes, I do. It's Hazard. It's 15 I don't have. So you bear with me. We'll get through this ball game again. Oh, Getty with that big wingspan. She got fouled. Getty's got a ton of rebounds. She's just not making the shots, and that frustrates her so much. She's her own worst critic, very hard on herself. I mean, the fact was, great hustle, great timing. Got in there, got the offensive rebound, put the shot up, drew the foul at the line to shoot 2, but she'll look at it as she didn't convert the bunny. She'll make the first free throw, and okay, they allowed the switch to go on. I didn't think they would have any problem with it. The ball hadn't been handed to the shooter yet. 29-23, CSJ had the lead in the first half of play. And get some balls. Good job by Vicky Getty right there. Puts the lead at 7, and it's been the kind of game where one team will pull away a tad bit like this, the other one will put a run together, and it's been knotted up a couple times. And there's a screen set by Lily Green. Then she'll roll to the bat traveled. I don't think she could believe how much court was in front of her wide open. And I don't think Coach Casarino can believe how much his defense had opened the court up in front of her. But it all worked out for the better as she traveled. Oh, I can be a hometown announcer, sure. Goes to Tompkins, to Getty, to the bucket. Yes! Boy, I tell you, with the shooting from Tompkins and Thompson and Raish, if Getty can find it now and get it going, oh my goodness. That's one of the beautiful things about the Saints squad is the 5 players on the floor at any time all have the ability, are given a green light to be shooters. That's tipped. Can get this target. That's Dolan. Will come back. 3 ball. No. And the rebound. Tompkins falling down. Got the pass out. Rusin picked it off. And Thompson's got those 2 fouls. She's got to be careful. Yeah, she pulled the arms down. She didn't want to get the foul. That's a smart play to give up the 2 points and not get the 3rd foul. That's Hazards at the scores table. 21 for Johnson State getting set to check in. And Smith 32 at the scores table for CSJ. Thompson, I got her on the opposite side of the court now. Pleasure, got it! 2-pointer for Pleasure. She was just inches from another 3 ball. 34-25 CSJ. I'll tell you, there really hasn't been a lull in this first half. It's up, and it's going to be a long rebound off the miss. Thompson will get it. Thompson's going to bring it up herself. Thompson is near sideline. And now Thompson will survey the floor and give the ball back to Pleasure, middle of the floor at top of the arc. Rusin on her. They're trying to zip the ball down to Tompkins. There's going to be a foul on Raish. Raish just happened to be in the way. Yeah, she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and couldn't get out of the way.
Now checking in.
And that will be shots. Yep.
Number 32, Carrie Smith.
Yeah, so Landsberg, number 3, and Smith, number 32 for the Saints. And Martineau coming in 22 along with Hazard, 21 for Johnson State. Yeah, Jenna Lewis now with a chance at a 1-and-1 here with 54 seconds to go on the clock in the first half of play. Good shot. Nice looking form. She's had a couple other free throws earlier in the ball game, and she's got the technique down really nice. Gets them both. Makes it a 7-point ball game at 34-27. Shot clock still in effect. There's 54 seconds left in the first half of play. And there's the press after the made basket. We've seen it a couple different times. Nice catch by Smith reaching behind her. And Pleasure with 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. So that press was there to force turnovers, but also help eat up some of the clock before they can get down here and set up their offense. And Tompkins wheels to the hole. Tompkins knocked it away, and it's going to be taken out. There were 28 seconds to go to Martineau. Martineau up ahead, and Smith got a piece of it, couldn't control it, and the ball still loose. Pleasure there, loses her balance, goes to the floor, and we're going to have jump ball. I was waiting to see. There's a lot of pointing at the sideline, but it's going to be a jump ball called. It should be white basketball, and it will be the Saints basketball. Now the shot clock is off because there's only 18 seconds left in the half. And the press is trying to make them eat up some of the clock here as well as make a turnover. Tompkins to Landsberg. Got it! Lori Landsberg with the bucket. Her first 2 points of the night came with 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, Cutting lost control of it, and with 1 second to go, it's going to be Johnson State ball. Now 1 second is plenty of time to catch and shoot, really. I'm not pulling your leg. Watch this. I'd lob the ball into Martineau and let her just catch and lob. I'll never watch him for that. Clock didn't start because it was not touched by. Well, they're going to talk this over. Okay. Yep. They agree on it. That's the half. It was okay. It was touched, Jerry. But yeah, they should start the clock. The ref did a nice job. So at halftime, it's going to be 36-27. The Fighting Saints with the lead over Johnson State. Very good first half by both teams. Basketball to get things going here in the second half of play. They're down 36-27. And we have same starting 5 out there for both sides. I'll go through right now. It's Cutting with the basketball. She'll give it off to Lewis. Lewis was a standout performer in that first half for Johnson State. Dolan with a touch, and that's Rusin with the basketball. Cutting with the drive. Got sealed off by Pleasure. They'll come back. Lewis says, why not? You left me alone. Got it! 3 ball for Lewis. Same thing applies there as what I say all night about the Saints. You can't leave a player like Lewis alone on that perimeter. And they come out with some, well, soft pressure in the back court. And here comes Tahara Pleasure. And the pressure now will be pulled back off, and we'll have Cutting come up and take the basket. Defensive assignment Tompkins, who had a super first half, goes into Thompson. She'll hook and had it blocked, and it goes off from Martinell's hands right into Lewis's hands. 36-30 to score, and Johnson State trying to do something about that 6-point deficit, and Tahara Pleasure will pick up the foul. First foul of the second half, and they'll go against Tahara Pleasure, and the ball will go out on a baseline. First foul on Tahara Pleasure. Now the Saints have had, three ball, cuts the lead in half to 36-33. But I say Saints have not been a second half team from what I've seen of the two home games I've done this season. And like a lot of that, like I said, is they really did shot well from the outside. But in the second half, your legs get a little tired because they don't have a huge bench to go to. And that's when I thought they should do what they just did. Coach had them go inside to Tompkins. They have Getty. They have a lot of good low post players. Soften them up with that outside shooting in the first half and then put the knockout punch to them with the inside game in the second half. It's 38-33. Saints good defensive trip that time down the floor, and Pleasure. Well, she got a piece of it, handled it. Thompson, Thompson makes a liar out of me. She nails another three. 3 threes for Thompson. She's already been player of the game once, and I'm trying not to pick the same players twice, but she makes it hard. She just plays so consistently well all season long. Martin, no. Rebound. Thompson will wrestle it away, get it off to Pleasure. And it's going to be Tahara Pleasure now, and she'll be picked up by Cutting. Cutting finds Thompson. She's on the opposite side of the floor, and she wants to go down inside. Going to be a foul. They went through Tompkins to get to the ball, and the foul will be called on Lewis. Yeah, that'd be her second personal foul. Lewis would be key to lose for Johnson State. On Pleasure with the catch, the explosion to the hole, little dish off, and Tompkins kept it alive. And boy, tell you what, Raish almost able to get that rebound from behind. Here's the run on the Johnson State side, and that might have been partially tipped, rebound up, and everybody's got a chance for a foul here. 34, I believe he's saying. Tahara Pleasure will pick up her second foul, both taking place in the last minute and a half here. And that'll send Dolan to the line, number 10. So, no lull in the second half getting underway. Everybody just kind of run and gun. And they kick Rusin out of the, they had an extra player on the box down there. They'll hand the ball off to Dolan, and Dolan will get set, and her first shot will be up. Good, very good. It's such a contrast. The Saints have not shot free throws well at all season, but in this game also. And Johnson State doing very well from the line. Now it's obviously the first time I've seen Johnson State play this year, but I gotta believe that they're probably a pretty good free throw shooting team in other games that I haven't seen. Thompson will bring the ball up. It's 41-35. There's Lewis with the steal. Lewis will circle around, long pass up ahead. There's the catch by Dolan, and it's going to be Tahara Pleasure's third foul. 3 fouls in 2.5 minutes here in the second half of play on Pleasure. I'll tell you what has happened here is Johnson State wants to pick up the tempo of the game. They want to play the more up-tempo beat here, and they have dictated the tempo in the first 2.5 minutes, and that's how they've got some of these easy buckets and fouls called, and she'll miss that shot, and we'll stay with 41-35. As Dolan will get set and get it. Got 1 and 2 that time. Makes it 41-36, and there's the pressure in the backcourt. And you'll put pressure in the backcourt, not only to make steals, to make them eat time up, come up the court, but it picks up the intensity and might pick up the tempo of the game. Pleasure with the basketball. They leave her in there up at the scores table. She's got 3 fouls all coming here in 2.5 minutes. Tompkins, I like it. Back her in, kick it out. Raish, got it. Mid-level shot right there from inside the arc, and she'll drain it. And that was a nice job. Tompkins had made a few buckets down inside, so the defense sagged on her, and that left Raish open. And wow, some kind of carry. Getty. Yeah, good communications. I thought Getty was watching the ball, but actually Tompkins had told her she had it. Thompson lets the defender literally fly by her. There's a pass to Getty and foul. Yeah, got her on the arm, and Vicky Getty going to line to shoot 2 for the CSJ. Of course, Getty, as I said every broadcast, Dean's List, unbelievable academics, 1,000-point career scorer, captain, part of a championship team last year. I mean, what do you do for an encore? I mean, the lady's done everything. She'll get that free throw drop, makes it 44-36. Yeah, that's 2 fouls on Martineau. They'll take her out of the basketball game and bring Hazard to number 21 and take her spot. They lose a little bit of size, but we'll see if that's going to be a matchup now that the Saints will try to hammer on. Vicky Getty will get that in. I'll make both shots on that trip down. The lead will go back up to see each team having little spurts back and forth. Been a fun game, good game. That's why you got to get down here to CSJ. Beautiful athletic complex. You get to meet Mark Benetatis in person. And I realize he's not a superhero I made up. That's going to come back to Tompkins. She'll pick it up. Pleasure now just getting back up into the play, and she'll get the basketball. She'll call the play out. 23 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ray trying to work out the screen by Tompkins, and good reaction on the switch right there. And boy, I tell you, that ball is slow motion, and it'll be picked up by Johnson State. Dolan up and blocked by Getty. Oh, I got to tell you, I don't think he had a good line of vision from behind the play because she just ate the ball up. An unfortunate foul called on Getty, and that'll send Dolan to the line to shoot 2. Stephanie Greeno at the scores table for CSJ, getting set to check into the basketball game. That's Getty's first personal foul. And Dolan looks good from the free throw line. And Raish will come out and Greeno will come in. No, actually, I've got that wrong. Pleasure will come out and Greeno will come in for her. And again, Tom Leipold, the program director at Channel 15, like to have me mention again that on every Saturday at 4 o'clock, he starts putting in all the week sports and it just plays it. And that one is short, goes right down to Tompkins. Good hands by Tompkins. Now they'll go to Greeno. 16 minutes to go in the basketball game, or I should say in regulation, and Thompson was looking for Getty, and right idea, she put a lot of air underneath it, but that weak side help came over in the form of Lewis, and Lewis knocked the basketball out of bounds. Thompson will take the ball out on the baseline, get it into Getty, and they'll swing the pass around real quick, and nice catch by Tompkins to Raish. Boy, they're really reversing the basketball, and Thompson, no. That was short, and the rebound will be long. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be green basketball. There'll be Lewis and Cutting in the back court, and it's been that combination most of this basketball game for Johnson State College. Get down here and fill this gym up. That's the order. I'm laying it down right now. If you come and sit in the stands, I'll make sure I tape you. And it's a 3-ball for Cutting, and now it's Johnson State's turn to put together a run. They've cut the lead to 5, 45-40. That's slapped away from Greeno as she tried to turn to the outside. That will leave 22 seconds on the shot clock. And you see Thompson looking at Raish wide open, and Raish will get the basketball. And, they come from behind, and they're going to call. Well, yeah, it's going to be Tompkins. She's going to be her 3rd foul. That's a big one. I honestly thought it was going to go originally, the first call that wasn't called. I thought they had fouled Tompkins, but that's a big 3rd foul, and see how long they will go with Tompkins. She's smart. She can play with foul trouble, but it's her nature also to be really aggressive. As Rusin killed the dribble, gets it passed downside to Dolan. This is a 3-ball the other way, and that's going to be an air ball. Cutting will save it. It'll come back to Greeno. Okay, I think what had happened was the official on the far side called that out of bounds, and it would have been Saints ball anyways. It still is going to be Saints ball. Clock stopped at 14:59 to go in the second half of play. Been a solid performance by both squads tonight. Again, Johnson State College, the Badgers in the green uniforms. CSJ, the Fighting Saints in the white uniforms, and Greeno. Boy, she was getting in a lot of trouble. Jump ball. Oh, she was just doing college ball. There's a lot of difference in high school ball as far as there is too much dribbling in college ball, and that was one of the cases right there. Saints retain possession, 16 seconds on the shot clock, and Carrie Smith snuck in on me. She's number 32 with the basketball. So she killed the dribble, lost the basketball. Greeno's going to get the foul. Got Jenna Lewis was off and running to the races, and she got fouled. That's going to be, I believe, 2 fouls on Greeno. I'm just waiting for the board to catch up to me, and it is 2 on Greeno, and I think it's the 1-and-1 also. Nope, they keep it at 6. So the next foul committed by CSJ will send Johnson State to the line for at least the 1-and-1, unless it's a player control foul, and Oh, nice pass inside, up underneath, left it on the rim. Getty had it, lost it, ball on the floor. Scramble for it, Getty tackled. Yeah, literally they grabbed her leg. The hazard, created a hazard. And they call, oh, great call. Great call. They called an intentional foul, and they just don't do that enough. I said it, that she literally grabbed her leg, and she did. She reached up and grabbed her leg like a tackle in football. And a lot of times you would just see that called a foul, and they kind of let it brushed off. And so Getty at the line, it's an intentional foul. I believe it's shots and possession back. That's it. I've talked to so many players over the years, and this is the most difficult free throws when you're the only person, when nobody else is on the line, and you're the whole focus of the crowd because you're all by yourself shooting. Got it. Nice job by Vicky. And yeah, possession to CSJ. So they get the 2 points and the basketball, and it's a 47-40 ball game with 14:26 to go. And again, we'll have the White Birch Realty Player of the Game shirts donated by Mark Benetatis. Nice touch. Kids look forward to it, and it really puts a community feel to it. And again, Greeno doing a lot of dribbling, and she's in a trap. Yeah. Oh, might have got away with a double dribble. Dolan did. They give the ball off to Rusin. Rusin stops, pops, and can't drop it. And Getty will just let it go out of play. And to Higher Pleasure back in the basketball game. Yeah, they're going to take Greeno out of the basketball game. So Pleasure, those 3 fouls, got about a 3.5, almost a 4-minute break. Tahara Pleasure, no pressure until midcourt. That's where Cutting's waiting to pick her up. And I tell you, it's been good guard play both ways, both sides with good guard play tonight. Nice catch by Smith, gets it back to Pleasure. She wants to swing the ball downside to Tompkins. She'll kick it out on a double team. Getty from the free throw line, no, off the back of the rim, and the rebound will come down, and it'll be Hazard. They'll dribble out of trouble, give it to Cutting. There's a long pass up ahead. Lewis to Hazard, and actually that was Rooston. I apologize. The Hazard goes out of bounds and an unforced error and a turnover right there. And we're going to have a white timeout. We'll follow Michelle Thompson over to the bench area and see Coach Casarino. That's what he's got a holiday tie on. He's got, I think, snowmen. And like I said before, you can see Jason Casarino, the head coach, Jeff Casarino, the assistant coach, and they both go to the same barber. And the roster reads like this for CSJ. They have Lori Landsberg, number 3, Linda Clements in uniform tonight is number 5, Irene Tompkins, number 11, Vicky Getty, 21, Stephanie Greeno, 22, Michelle Thompson, 23, Erica Raish, 25, Carrie Smith, 32, and Tahara Pleasure, number 34. And I think this is a good timeout, even with a 47-40 lead. And we're nearing, well, we're 13:39 in the second half. Nothing wrong with getting on the same page, and maybe they're going to have a different look defensively after a made basket. Maybe they're going to come out with a different play on the offense. So, but I just think it was a good spot. Even though they had the lead, it was kind of on that wavering line where Johnson State was going to put together a run, or you could kind of feel it happening. Smith with the basketball, and they're going to fake, go baseline, drive, and boy, she muscled it up, missed the shot, and will come down to Lewis. I like Lewis. She has played really well. There's a steal by Getty. Tried to make too long a pass. Getty got back, and here comes Tompkins. Tompkins on the break, gives it to Thompson. She'll pull up and get it, Thompson. Tompkins to Thompson. Oh, it's hard to say, but it's good to watch. That puts it at a 9-point lead, 49-40. That's Rusin. Yeah, and they got Dolan get down below the free throw line, and boy, nice job of not picking up a foul there by Tompkins. Getty will get the rebound. She got fouled. Yeah, coming out of the pack, she got fouled by 21 Hazard with the foul. And that is only the 5th foul on Johnson State College. 30-second timeout coming up by Johnson State College. And we'll take a look at that Johnson State College huddle. We'll give you their roster real quick. A lot of Vermont kids on it. They have 0 Shelley Zertak. Casey Rusin is number 2. Jenna Lewis number 3. Beth Lilligreen is 4. Maureen Driscoll is 5. Sarah Dolan 10. Stacy Cutting is 11. Julie Gervais is number 12. Samantha Cutting 14. Shanna Allen 20. Emily Hazard 21. And 22 is Claudia Martineau. And that is the Johnson State roster for 2007-2008. And again, they're NCAA Division III North Atlantic Conference. And Saints, of course, never did finish it. They're NAIA Division II. I said this would be a good test tonight, and yep. Been a good test for both teams. Been a good job here by the officials and the fans getting treated here in this gym. This beautiful athletic complex. It's a great basketball game. And we're set to go. Coach Casarino also took advantage of that timeout and wipes off that dry erase board. I expect to see a new wrinkle out there now on his possession. We see Pleasure will bring it to Getty. Getty brought the ball up along with Pleasure in the backcourt. And Thompson, they have overloaded one side of Thompson. Smith jumps out. And that was interesting how they had everybody on one side of the court. They're going to go down inside. The ball slapped away from Thompson to Getty. Shot clock down to 11. Plenty of time still. To Smith. She'll drive, work off the screen, and never hit the rim. And Tompkins there for the putback with 1 second left on the shot clock. Double-digit lead at 51-40. Rusin had the basketball, gave it to Lewis. Lewis will come all the way back to Cutting. Cutting puts it on the floor, will spin. The shot's going to be a three-pointer. It's going to be short. It'll come straight down to Tompkins. Tompkins wants to get the tempo going herself. There's the push, goes to Thompson. Thompson will curl, look for the trailer, comes to Tompkins to Pleasure, swings over on this side, and Smith will get it. They gave her the baseline. That all happened because they reversed the basketball so fast and crisp on the passing. They caught that defense sliding. That opened the baseline up on the weak side, and that's what they got for the cut. Cutting, no good. Rebound, Dolan, once on the floor, up at the hole. Really hit the bottom of the rim. Nobody affected the shot, and it's going to be out of bounds off from the Saints. It was Smith who was laying across the inline, and the ball hit her. Actually, we'll have a foul. That might be what Smith was laying on the floor. Foul will be on Dolan, number 10. And so Raish comes back in for CSJ, and she's been solid tonight. She's hit some key baskets, played good defense, and made good decisions out there. The lead at 13 with 11:29 to go in the second half of basketball. And that's Raish right there, 25 with the ball. Comes off to Getty. Getty looking inside. She'll protect the basketball, bring it back out. 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's the cut by Tompkins. She was covered. Thompson from a mile away and almost got the bounce to drop her away. That shot was literally almost from center Rutland, Vermont. Here comes Cutting. Fake, hit the trailer. Lewis, no. Long shot, long rebound. Thompson flat-footed, got the rebound, comes off the Pleasure, Tahara Pleasure down to the front court to the elbow. Will look to curl and swing the ball over to Smith. Smith, oh, she thought about it. She danced with it, and then she'll drive, put it up, and couldn't quite muscle it in. Good defense, and then we're going to foul. 32, it'll be Smith picking up the foul. Yeah, I'm looking at that. 7th foul should be the 1-on-1. Yeah, so it will be the 1-on-1 now. So with 10:47 to go, Johnson State will be in a bonus situation the rest of this evening. That's going to send Dolan to the line. And again, they've shot free throws well throughout the evening. That could be the point here with 10:47 to go. Now they're in a bonus situation, get themselves back in the ball game from the free throw line. Dolan will be good. Landsberg coming in for Smith for CSJ. So senior Landsberg out there and Dolan at the line, and she'll get them both. And now Driscoll, number 5, coming back in the basketball game for Johnson State. And again, a run being put together, maybe the start of a run by Johnson State. Here comes Pleasure with the basketball. Should be picked up just about mid-court by Cutting. That pass came over to Getty. She went up in the air to get it. Martin on her defensively, and Thompson pass was a little bit behind her. She tried to make the adjustment in midair, and Cutting, she's going to throw it away. Yeah, they had Rusin open on the far side coming down the court, and the pass was behind her. And so turnover for a turnover. They'll swap them off there, and we will stay at 53-42 CSJ. Again, Saturday afternoons, 4 o'clock. Tom Laypole from Channel 15 starts playing all the sports for the week, calls it Games of the Week. And it's not just my stuff. If you got a timeout called by CSJ. Coach Casarino saw that the dribble had been killed way up top on the outside, and there was going to be a lot of trouble there, so he calls timeout. It's going to be a full timeout taken. 53-42 Saints with the lead, 10:18 to go in the second half. So again, they called timeout. CSJ did with 21 seconds on the shot clock. That's an eternity on the shot clock, so that really shouldn't be a factor. Though Pleasure with the basketball and cutting. But I tell you, Pleasure killed the dribble way up top, and that's a surprise to me. They'll go to Getty. Getty on the elbow, wants to curl, gets to the free throw line, comes back to Raish. Raish working out the screen set by Getty, and boy, there was just nothing there. The spacing was off. Here comes Cutting. See her look behind her, check her rearview mirror, and blocked by Raish. It's the bottom of the backboard, stays in bounds. Rusin will set up, missed the shot, and I'll tell you what, Raish with a great hustle play, and CSJ threw it away. Play getting a little sloppy in the last 2 minutes here by both sides. Martinell will turn fire and can't get it to drop. Rebound will come down to Raish, and she's going to be tied up. She gets tied up, and she gets hit in the deck, and then she gets helped up. So a lot happened to Raish on that play. And arrow will favor Johnson State. Raish trying to sneak it. You got it. Every now and then try to steal a call. They'll get it in quickly, and that's going to be Rusin. Rusin wants to roll the ball down. Oh, what a pass inside. Martinell caught the ball a foot from the basket. There's not a lot you can do to stop that. 53-44. They've cut the lead below double digits to 9. Tompkins at the scorers table getting set for CSJ to come back in. And Pleasure, boy, she's a no man's land. Gets it to Landsberg, out to Thompson to the bucket, and no. This is where they need Tompkins inside. It's getting late in the ball game. There's a lot of running up and down, and sometimes those three-point shooters get weak legs in the second half. And they knocked it away from Thompson. It's going to be a turnover. Yeah, another turnover. Then Getty slowing it down, according to Coach Casarino. There you go. Yeah, they waited until Pleasure got into the front court, thank goodness, before they gave her the basketball. Hazard at the scorers table for Johnson State getting set to check in. Well, I'll tell you, each team's gone at each other hard, and it's been a result of a lot of turnovers. Now they want a double dribble, but it's blocked. Raish went to shoot it, and the ball was blocked by Driscoll. Goes to Lewis. Lewis up ahead to Cutting. Cutting's put a ton of minutes in tonight. And a jump step inside. Nice little move. Just didn't get the finish. Pleasure will dribble around Martin now. 8:23 to go, and this is just rock'em, sock'em basketball. Traveled. Yep. What a fake by Thompson, but she traveled. Tell you what, Thompson's sucking some wind right now. It's been an up and down pace, man. Okay, so both freshmen coming in. Smith 32 and Greeno 22. And they move the ball on me. There we go. I'll tell you, big moment in the game. 8:19 to go, 9-point lead. Johnson State with a 4-0 run going right now, and they're going to put both freshmen in for CSJ. And again, they've done this throughout the season, and it hasn't hurt them. They've been growing up right in front of us here, the two freshmen have. That's Driscoll with Tompkins on her, and they'll bring the ball back to Martin now, and she'll look inside, pump fake. Getty will move those feet. But I tell you what, Martin now walked Getty right down into the paint. That's where you got to plant yourself and lean out. Give her a little bump. Martin now starting to exert herself now. Inside game working out well. 53-46. Driscoll called for a blocking foul along the baseline. That'll give him a new 30 seconds on the shot clock. And that'll become the 6th team foul. So the next foul that the Johnson State squad will commit will be the 1-on-1 for CSJ. Tompkins to Smith, and she's on the elbow, and boy, she crossed over and brought the ball right in front of her and gets it to Tompkins up, and it's set on the rim, literally. Tompkins going to that ball is just teasing us all night. Set on the rim twice, but she'll get the foul, go to the line, stops the clock with 7:37 to go. Okay, and she's just waiting for the basketball. 53-46, and Thompson set for her first shot. Will be up and. Whoa. She put some arc on the ball. So that makes an arch. Well, trying to save 1 and 2 here and break the little 6-0 run that Johnson State's put in there, and she missed them both. And that ball is still loose and going to finally be controlled by Lewis in the far corner of the CSJ Athletic Complex. And Lewis will just bring it up now. She'll get all the way to the top of the arc before defensive pressure gets to her, and they're going to swing it down inside. I like what they're doing. She's been the best option, and they went right back down to Martineau, and she just missed the shot. She had the spot, had the shot, and it just wouldn't go. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, they just didn't reset the shot clock. First time tonight, that's okay. Yeah, and I think they're going to put 26 back on. And that's the first time tonight. That's okay. Yep. So we'll just, yep, they put 26 seconds on the clock. CSJ's get the ball in bounds. And they'll go to Greeno over the top, and Steph will chase it down, and she'll fake and go to the baseline and looks to wrap the pass around to Tompkins. Boy, some drop down help about everybody. Oh, you can hear the skin. There is some slapping going on down there, and Tompkins just so strong. That's going to be on Martineau. So Tompkins at the line where she was just 0 for 2 from the line, and she's going to try to change that right here. And that will stop the clock with 7:07 to go. Oh, no, 2 shots on that? She got fouled in the act of shooting, and she will only get the 1-1. Wow. Lewis. Well, I'm not sure if it's Pleasure. It's her 4th. 32. Smith will get it, and it's a blocking foul. Yeah, we've got free throws coming up for Lewis, who's been very good from the line tonight. Tell you, if Johnson State comes back and wins this game, it'll be because of the free throw shooting that won in by CSJ not being on, and Johnson State's free throw shooting being a little better. So Rusin 2, Cutting 11, and Dolan 10 coming back in for Johnson State. As we get set for the second shot here in a 53-46 basketball game. Got it. Tell you, it's been a rough 5 minutes here for CSJ. They have turned the ball over a lot, and they haven't gotten into sync at all offensively. And it's going to be Smith on the far side. I wouldn't think it's going to be too long before we see Thompson come back in the basketball game for the CSJ Saints. The Fighting Saints in the white, Johnson State College, the Badgers in the dark green, and Tompkins down inside. Yeah, that was not a shot. She was lobbing the ball into Getty, who had the height advantage. They saw that the matchup was there for CSJ to go to. Dolan will get the foul. Getty will be at the line, and that's going to be the 9th team foul. 4 fouls on Dolan, 9 fouls on Johnson State College. That means 2 shots the rest of the way on the next foul. Double bonus then for CSJ. 6:43 to go, and Getty set to shoot. The first shot will be up, and she got it. She has been the most steady of all the CSJ players tonight going to the free throw line. And she'll take her time, slide the basket, and nope, can't rattle in. Tompkins got inside position, kept the ball alive. Tompkins up, and oh, Tompkins is just amazing to watch. 3 green jerseys around her, and she got the ball away from all of them. 54-47, 7-point lead for CSJ. They got to get it together here from the free throw line. Oh, she's getting frustrated with herself. Yep. She's usually on more than this. And Martin will come in after a brief rest, and she will take the spot of Dolan for Johnson State College. So Tompkins will be up, and got that one. She put such an arc on the ball, you have to wait on the call. Carried the basketball, Cutting carried the basketball, and I tell you, with 6:35 to go, and yeah, with a 30-second shot clock, it's all about possessions now. Full timeout taken. It's 55-47 CSJ over Johnson State. After that timeout, we'll have the basketball, and we'll see what transpires in the last 6:30 of the basketball game. They'll bring it outside, and that's going to be brought over to Smith. They want to go inside to Getty. Great catch. Good adjustment. And the basket by Getty. Oh, she did it all right there. The catch was hard. The adjustment was hard, and the bucket was beautiful. 57-47 lead at 10 right now. There's the Cutting, basket. Oh, she got inside position on Greeno, and she made her pay for it, and Greeno will come across. There's the pressure in the backcourt. They'll come up top to Getty. I thought Johnson State might go to the full court press, a little more vicious than that. We might see a different version the next time down, but they're at the point in the ball game. Again, it's all about possessions. Tahara upset. She got hit in the mouth. She was expecting a foul. And they're going to put the shot clock at 9 seconds. Yeah, what happened was Pleasure stopped because she said she got popped in the mouth. She was anticipating a whistle for a foul, never came, and then she got tied up. So 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. They'll come up to Thompson. And now Pleasure open. No, had a good look at Thompson. Tompkins kept it alive for Getty. And now they'll go back and recycle the shot clock. New 30 seconds on it. There's the behind-the-back dribble. Great job by Lewis of moving her feet, and Thompson came back from behind to get the basketball. Oh, look at the move. Look at the move. And then the spin away in the basket by Tompkins. Tompkins is starting to look like the White Birch Realty player of the basketball game right now. That's Hazard with the ball. They'll bring it over and cutting. Got it. Oh, with a defender interface. She caught and shot. Didn't square up to the ball. Leads now at 7, 59-52. CSJ over Johnson State. Thompson in the front court, just outside the elbow. We'll go to Tompkins at the free throw line. She'll bring it back to Pleasure. She slices to the paint, kicks it out to Raish, and she won't get the shot to drop. Won't cooperate with her, and here comes Cutting. Johnson State will get ahead to Martin now. Nice pass, and I don't think Thompson actually got a piece of it, but she, oh my goodness gracious. No blocking foul far side. They want to slow it down now. It's going to be Pleasure with the basketball. Pleasure kind of casual with the dribble right now, and Cutting watching, and they're going to go all the way across court, far corner, and it's going to be Thompson with the basketball. 4:21 to go. They'll get Tompkins into the hole. Great communications between Thompson and Tompkins. They'll kick it back out. Lewis, ball fakes the three, comes inside, goes to the left hand. If that would have gone, I gave her the CSJ player of the game. And it should be Tompkins tied up. And somebody called a timeout. I'm waiting to see. White timeout. Okay, that's what I was waiting to see. Timeout. Full timeout. 61-52. CSJ with the lead. With 4:02 to go in the second half of play. As we see some of the people here taking in the basketball game. And you see that lady up there? Well, she looks excited while they're playing. Right now, that's Lori Serrani. She's a CSJ softball coach. And, of course, I get to see Lori over at the West Rutland girls varsity basketball games. She's the bookkeeper. Her husband, Carl Serrani, is the head coach. You'll get to see a lot more West Rutland basketball, JV and varsity on Munger Vision throughout the season. Got some good matchups coming up for you. Down at the brand new floor they put in at the gym down at West Rutland. Beautiful maple floor. They put in with a light. It looks natural to me, but maybe it is a little light stain on it. But it's got the, see, the more coats of urethane that you put on the floor, the more yellow it gets. And with being a brand new floor, it looks so clear and bright. But yeah, get out there and watch some West Rutland basketball. It's good stuff. So Thompson's going to go down around. Looks like Thompson will take the basketball out of bounds, number 23. I really expect to see a whole different press here with 4:02 to go, down 9. Actually, they're coming out not showing any press. So, but that's why, you know, you shouldn't coach from behind the camera. Now get the ball to Raish. That was an easy pass in the front court. Lewis got a hand on it. Tompkins reacted to it, gave it to Pleasure. Oh, she got the bounce. Pleasure got the home court bounce right there. 63-52. Saints up by 11. Oh, and they easily got back there and swished it. Oh, smooth shooting. Just a two-pointer. Now the press after the made basket. And they really never got into position for the trap. Well, now the trap's there, and Pleasure will step through, and bounce pass came off to Tompkins, gives it off to Thompson. She'll pull the shot down. Let's run some clock and let that thing tick down. 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. Oh, Getty inside position. Getty fouled. Oh my goodness, jump ball. Coach Casarino just jumped about 19 inches up off the floor. That was impressive by Coach Casarino. That's Dolan with the basketball. 3 minutes to go in regulation. Saints trying to get a big win here, a non-conference win, but a big win over a good ball club, well-coached ball club. And that's a turnover, 63-54 CSJ. And again, we'll have the Sports Beat White Birch Realty Player of the Game at the end of the contest. They'll get the donated shirt. And boy, Pleasure just lost her balance, turns the ball over, comes to Dolan, goes up ahead, and Getty, boy, I'll tell you, look at it, turnover, 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 everything equaled out in the end, it's a wash, and here comes Cutting with the basketball. She wants to find Lewis, and Jenna Lewis has played a great ball game tonight for Johnson State. I'll tell you what, she is tough. She's a slender-built kid, but she did some bumping and grinding to make space going down the lane there. That was impressive. 2:27 to go in the basketball game. Pleasure playing that chip on her shoulder she does. That gives her a big advantage. Oh, nice jump out on Tompkins. And Tompkins, there's the trap. And somebody mathematically had to be open. Thompson called for it. Goes up, overshot it. I think she was passing. Getty traveled, yeah. I know she really wasn't passing. I was just trying to cut a slack there, but Johnson State will take a 30-second timeout. Well, right now, what Coach Casarino's got to talk about is when the tempo's pushed in the beginning and the middle of the game, and you want to dictate tempo, that's what you do, push the ball if that's what you want for tempo. But now you got to look at the clock, and you have to understand the tempo changes at 2:07 with a 63-54 lead. There are a lot of turnovers because it's a rock'em sock'em style of game right now as far as everybody's just going full throttle. With 2:07 to go, he might be talking about slow it down, get organized, take control of the ball, make sure you have the passes, don't get caught in a trap, make yourself available for the pass. But I think the key here is 2:07, throttle it back a little bit. You know, unless it's such a clean breakaway, dunks, you know, whatever. But pretty much you want to look and take it down a notch and control the basketball and take advantage of the 30-second shot clock. And of course, that's all speculation. I put a disclaimer on that. I really don't know what Coach Casarino was saying, but that's what I always said as a coach. But who the heck am I, right? As Lewis will get the ball into play, and Cutting's played very well too. You kind of lose her out there with Lewis, but they are very complementary backcourt to each other. Boy, Lewis, Thompson out on her this time. See, Thompson will go underneath the screen, stay in front of her. They run the weave up top on the motion. That is going to be picked up. Boy, almost a turnover, and that's going to come out off the hard miss off the back of the glass. And yeah, and Race trying to get the ball to Pleasure, and two Saints down, but the ball will go over. And now they're going to bring Rusin in number 2 for Johnson State with 1:45 to go. And Lewis will take the ball out of bounds on the baseline, 30 seconds on the shot clock, and Saints in that zone trying to deny the little bunny on the cut from the top inside. They'll come out to Cutting. And they'll swing the ball away around, and that's going to be up and around the rim, no good. Rebound will come down to Thompson. Oh, she had Getty wide open, didn't see her. Now she'll get it to Getty, and see, now they'll pull it out, and they'll get organized. Yeah, and now they'll take advantage of the 30-second clock. And see, she's keeping the ball alive. She needs somebody to come available. Pleasure made herself available for the pass. And now it's going to be all the way over to Getty. That was a dangerous pass, and Getty with just such a long arm span traveled. Yeah, but she was able to get control of the ball. She had a shorter pass to Tompkins, didn't see her. Took the longer pass to Getty, and it became a turnover. Now, the reason they do this is because the clock doesn't start till they touch the ball. That's a 3-ball. That's a good basket. Martineau with the outside shot, and that goes to 63-57. Oh, and there's plenty of time for a disaster to happen. They'll go back to Pleasure. They'll let the trap throw the top, come back to Tompkins. Tompkins will go to Thompson. Thompson traveled. Yeah. She turned it over. She was attacking the basketball, and she must be a good dancer, I'll tell you. She got fast feet. No, basically with 2 3-pointers, it's just a 2-possession ball game. 49 seconds to go, 63-57, and it's going to be a full timeout taken by Johnson State College. And Rusin and Cutting in the backcourt. No pressure until midcourt. That's where Raish is creeping up toward the logo at the middle of the beautiful athletic complex here at CSJ. And again, it's just a 6-point spread with 43 seconds to go in the basketball game. That's Thompson moving those feet. Yeah, they got to come out and contest the shots on the perimeter. Lewis Lewis off the rim. Rebound, Tompkins. She'll outlet the Pleasure. They want to slow it down because Johnson State's got to foul. So don't turn the ball over before they can foul. And that's going to be 2 shots. They're over the 10-team limit. You see Tompkins doing some talking there, like the captain, talking to Pleasure and Martineau at the scores table. She's going to be coming in for Johnson State College. So yeah, you got to figure if she can knock down one of these, that'll make it a more than a 2-possession basketball game. And again, I'm going by threes with a 3-point shot, and she catches, shoots, fires, and makes it. And Martineau being allowed to come in for a hazard for Johnson State College. 32 ticks left on the clock, so the shot clock's still in effect here. Still part of the program, and Tahara Pleasure with a 64-57 game will make it 64-57 still. Tompkins just took it away, and she just sealed the deal. She's going to be the White Birch Realty player of the game, and Thompson roughed up, and she'll go get the basketball, and she's going to be shooting a couple free throws herself.
And that is 5 on.
So Dolan falls out. That'll bring Driscoll, number 5, into the basketball game for Johnson State.
Checking in for Johnson State, number 5.
So Thompson, who was solid as usual, on the line now. And this is a big win for CSJ. Got it. I tell you, they had a little momentum in the middle of the second half, Johnson State did, where they started feeding the low post, getting it down into Martineau, and then I don't know if it was an adjustment by CSJ or if they just abandoned the game plan, but they stopped going to her. And 66-57, if you're CSJ, do not foul. That's the last thing you want to do. Yeah, and Lewis tried anything to get open, turn it, and Thompson will turn now. And yeah, Tahara Pleasure going to throw the top back to Thompson. 10 seconds in the basketball game, and it's going to be a CSJ win. And Irene Tompkins is going to be the White Birch Realty player of the game, and she'll dribble it down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Getty's going to hold it, and that's going to be it. The Saints are going to win it, and we should be back with Irene Tompkins right there. Tompkins, your player of the game.
Thank you.
Oh, great game.
Thank you.
You beat a good club. They're well coached. Barb Luigi's on the sideline. Their athletic director.
Okay.
She was outstanding in her playing days at Rutland. But you came in tonight. You got the team started early. You know what? I like your inside game. Talk about how this time they actually featured you in the second half, making sure to get the ball to you down low. Was that part of the game plan at halftime?
Not so much. It was just a mismatch. I had a mismatch pretty much all game, so recognizing when I had a mismatch was a big thing. And entry passes, that's a big thing for us. When we seal, when Vicky and I are one of the post seal, the ball has to come immediately, and they did a better job doing that second half. And with that, everybody doubles down or tries to crash, so the guards in turn have open shots. So it was just recognizing that in the game, and I think that's what made a big difference. And our defense was tremendous. We played some outstanding defense because in past we had leads and we didn't know how to protect them. And this time, we protected our lead and came out with a W. So that's a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. You hit on a lot of different things. The intensity on defense.
Yeah, definitely. So,
like you said, in area games that you had the lead, things slipped away in the second half. You guys were aware of it. Now, as far as intensity against Johnson State College, you came out with the intensity early. What was your game set coming in? And you worked on practice?
Well, the game set was we had a rough weekend. We went to St. Joe's College in Maine and just played some good teams and had a rough weekend. We faltered a little bit when we had a lead. We should have protected it, and so our focus was playing hard defense because our offense will come, and that's a big thing. Not having letdowns in our defense and having big laps in our defense. And today we had a couple laps here and there, but we made it come through, and we worked as a team. We got to talk on screen, so that's a big thing.
Well, you know what you do that's amazing to me?
What?
I've never seen anybody rebound as well as you do. I mean, you're a little bit taller than me, but you're not like 6'6".
Yeah.
And you'll go in there like tonight, and you'll take the ball away from 3 players. You got to tell me the key to that.
It's just strength, you know what I mean? Just strength. I know that I've always known that I wasn't the tallest, so I just rely a lot on my strength and my jumping ability. It's just boxing out, getting your arms out and box out, I'm not a thin girl, so I just use my body. And like Rich Ortega, learn how to use your body. You're not that tall, so you got to do something. But
okay, last question. You're getting set to open the Sunrise Conference portion of your schedule now, and I know you guys get fired up for that. Good tune-up tonight for that?
Definitely. Great tune-up. Great tune-up. That was amazing. Johnson's a good team, you know what I mean? And they're the competition we see in the Sunrise. So we know we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared, and we got to come every day ready to play, willing to play, and on fire, because not everybody can play collegiate basketball. So
well, that's a good thing, because look right at the camera. You've got about 3 weeks before the first conference, South Sunrise Conference game here. Get the people down here. Why
you guys gotta come and watch us play. You know, we're an amazing group of girls. We love to play. We're dedicated. We don't have that many numbers, but we definitely have heart. So we would love to see the Rutland community, anybody come out and come support us.
Oh, you do that well. You're going to replace me now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.